name is Jana, I'm here with Klubovna, and we've been able to do this interview thanks to Red Bull. So today I'm here with Melanie Martinez.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm very good. This is a big opportunity for me.
Oh, well, it's really
so
nice
excited
to
to meet you. Yeah, this is really nice. I never seen something so cute like this.
Yeah, we dress it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's really cool. So, to your new album K12, it was released in September, I think. And the whole album was kind of made into the music movie.
Yeah.
How did you get this idea to make it like this?
After I wrote the album, I put together the track list and I realized the story that I had to tell, and I thought that the best way to do it was by just combining all of the music videos into one movie. And I had never done that before, obviously, so, but it was always something I wanted to do, but I never had the opportunity to, so I'm just grateful that, you know, the label let me do it, and they're super supportive of the whole experience, so yeah.
Yeah, and if you enjoyed it, are you planning to do something like this in this forum, like in the future with your music?
Yeah, I think when I start working on my next album, I'm gonna see, you know, I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna write the album first and then do the movie, or if I'm gonna write the movie first and then add music in, almost like, you know, scoring the movie. I'm not sure yet, but I definitely want to make, you know, film in the future, yeah, with the album.
Wow. And you basically directed the whole thing, is it right? Yeah. And like the previous music videos also.
Yeah.
And where did you get this idea, or where did it come from?
I really loved photography when I was younger,
Oh.
so I really loved the idea of pairing visuals with music. So with, you know, this time around, I just thought that it was the perfect opportunity to be able to make something that I was really proud of, and that was like a long form visual. So I thought, you know, a movie's that basically. Yeah, I just wanted to do it, so I went for it.
Yeah, and so you basically wrote like the whole script of the movie, or?
Yeah, so the script, I started out with a shot list and then had to figure out like final draft and piecing it all together, and then doing revisions for months, so I had to edit it because of budget, so we had to like keep, you know, I would have to kind of cut different scenes out that I really loved and I wanted to keep in, but otherwise it would have been like a 3-hour movie or something. So, yeah.
Also, you can see that the movie is full of details. Like, how long did it take to shoot the movie? Or?
So it was a 31-day shoot. So
31
days to shoot it. And that's just shooting. Yeah. So the pre-production was like it was a month in Los Angeles and then a month in Budapest. So yeah. Yeah.
And what did you get? Like, I don't know, these ideas that are in the movie are just.
It's
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, so, sorry.
No, it's okay, don't worry about it.
Yeah, the character, Crybaby.
Yes.
Yeah, like the whole movie and also the Crybaby character is kind of based in some kind of magic school or something like that. Do you like some kind of Harry Potter series or something like that, or magic world? Do you like something magic, or?
I love I love magic. Obviously, who doesn't love magic? It's like, you know, like the idea of the whimsy of certain movies. Like I loved like Dr. Seuss movies, like Cat in the Hat, The Grinch, and things like that growing up. And those are the most inspirational to me, just because of how vivid the imagery was and how just like compelling all of the set design and the hair and the makeup and the wardrobe, everything was just so detailed, and I love that. Edward Scissorhands is also a movie like that I love. So I'm just, you know, I'm inspired by magical, whimsical film and art, pop surrealism. I love artists like Mark Ryden, Nicoletta Cecily, and all those, you know, different inspirations kind of, I guess, influenced me to want to create something of my own that was magical.
My favorite. Yeah, did you sometimes think that you could be like kind of like in a movie, in some kind of fairy tale, because you really would fit into it?
I don't know, I didn't even really ever consider being an actor or anything like that. I never really like looked at myself like that, but it was something that I knew that the character Crybaby needed to grow, and her world needed to expand, so that's what I was working really hard to do with K-12.
Yeah, you can also really see that like the whole character also develop through
Mhm.
music videos and then the movie.
Yeah.
Like, do you have any plans for the future? Like with this
Yeah.
character, will you continue?
Definitely.
Okay.
I think the character will definitely, I don't want to give anything away because it's so specific, but it will still be Crybaby, like her soul,
Mm.
but she will evolve, she will transform, she will change, and that's all I'll say.
That's really nice. I really love that you can see the development and how she's getting older and
Yeah.
smarter and so on.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I think this is the last part, and it will be about like your experience in the talent show, and like I really like that you've managed to kind of overcome the bubble like that talent show has, and make your own music career, because here in Czech Republic it's not that sadly not that common that people like continue in music after these shows.
After being on a show like
Yeah.
that, yeah. Yeah, it is really difficult, especially for people who love to write their own music, and being on a show like that, it can really limit people's like perception of you as an artist. People think that that's all you are after you get on a show like that. So it was really hard for me actually to get signed to a label and to have anyone take me seriously after being on the show. People think that, you know, it helped me out, but it actually really like hurt my opportunities. And I pushed through and kept writing music that I felt good about. And I think if you have a strong vision as an artist, you can, you know, if you stick to that vision and you work on, I guess, materializing that vision and making it come to life, you can change people's perception of you as an artist just by the work that you do. Yeah.
And do you think that this TV show, this competitions kind of can ruin your vision, or is it, if you have your vision in your career, do you think it's a good idea to?
It depends, you know, for me, like, I don't regret anything because I know that it taught me a lot about growing confidence to be on television. Like, I probably wouldn't be able to do this interview right now if I hadn't been on a show like that, because, you know, it taught me how to be on camera, do interviews, and I had to learn through all of that. I was so young, and at that time I didn't really have a strong vision for what I wanted to do. I was just writing songs that I knew felt good to write in the moment. I was just expressing myself, but now, you know, I would never go on a show like that at this point in my life, obviously. And I think that if you have a strong vision, yeah, you shouldn't go on a show like that. I think that you should just stick with what it is that you want to create and try to manifest that for yourself. Yeah, exactly. Work very hard for sure.
And do you have some last words to, for example, say to someone who would like to like have their own music career or something like that?
Like I said before, like just figure out who you are as a person, because when you figure yourself out, when you do the inner work, when you heal yourself, you can be your truest, most authentic self, and then that will translate through your work, through your art, through your music. And, you know, never let anybody put you in a box, you know? Like, fuck genres, fuck all that shit, just be yourself, you know? Yeah.
So, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.